All right, it is time for our Meet the Mayor series. This week we have Lehi Mayor Mark Johnson.
Yeah, Mayor Johnson is in his second term. Thanks for coming in. I guess right off the bat, what's your favorite part about being a mayor?
Well, I love all the complaints. Not really. It's a hard job to do. It's a lot of work. I actually enjoy the work. It keeps me busy. I love trying to solve problems and help people, you know, with the issues they run into, and we have people that have a lot of issues that need to be solved.
Most mayors are part-time. Is that the case in
Yes,
Lehi?
yes.
But it's really a full-time job. I'm sure
it really
it is.
Yes, it is. I have
Yeah.
another business that I run on the side, and that needs my attention, but the city gets most of my attention.
What got you started in city government? Why did you want to?
Well, when Micron first was announced coming to Lehi,
that was a while ago.
It was a long time ago, and I've been involved for a long time.
It sat vacant for a long time, too.
I was watching a news broadcast and with my wife, and there were some things talked about in that broadcast that I found interesting, and I turned to my wife and I said, you know what, I might get involved in local politics one day. And it started there. And
It was Channel 2
yeah.
you were probably watching.
Yeah, it probably was. I think it was.
Yeah. Well, and Micron was the beginning, but incredible growth in Lehi. How is the city dealing with all of that? I mean, the infrastructure, housing, so many things play into this growth.
Well, and I knew when Micron was announced that was change for everybody and everything around town. I knew growth was coming. I knew the situation had changed. Growth is something that was inevitable. We're seeing it all along the Wasatch Front. It's just not Lehi. A lot of people in Lehi think it's just Lehi. It's not. As you guys are aware, it's a challenge that we have to deal with. We think we've done a pretty good job of handling our own growth. Our challenge is coming from the west. The cities that are expanding west of us, all their traffic has to go through Lehi. And that causes a financial problem for us to be able to solve those transportation issues when we don't receive any tax dollars from the traffic that's traveling through Lehi.
Do you still have a lot of room to grow in Lehi, or is it kind of getting a little tighter?
It's getting tighter.
Yeah.
We do not have that much available land. Most of it is already under some kind of speculation for the future. We see that. We do have a lot of new commercial growth that's been announced. We're excited about that. So there's some good things still coming to Lehi.
So what is some of the commercial growth that will be coming to Lehi?
So
name names?
Well, I can only name one because
Okay.
the others I can't, but
Yeah.
I can name Whole Foods has announced that they're coming here. We have another series of tenants that we're pretty excited about, and we know the public will be as well. We've just passed an RDA to help get the infrastructure in the ground to start a new shopping complex down there, and it's going to be pretty large, and it's going to be a good thing.
Well, and I know I did a story, I think it was three and a half years ago, about that tech sector building up so much, Timp Highway, and how you had to handle traffic out there because of all the tech companies moving in, and it's growing even more now.
Yeah, so the tech is going to continue. We've had a few little hiccups recently because of the the economy, but Texas Instruments, they are still committed to building an $11.6 billion facility there. They're going to be expanding. We've had some situations with current jobs, but they're retooling. They're having to redo some of the work there, but they're planning on continuing forward with that process.
Okay. And you have to house all those employees.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So housing, where are you at with housing?
Housing's a struggle, just as it is throughout the entire state.
Right.
We're looking at doing some new things in Lehi, building some more affordable housing. We actually have a plan that I'm excited about. We've talked to some legislators about the League of Cities and Towns. We think there's an opportunity to actually get the cost of housing down with actually building smaller homes.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about the World War II era.
Yeah,
smaller
exactly.
homes. I remember that story as well. Okay,
on.
and you also have Beautify Lehi Month that starts in a few days.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
What's special about that?
Well, we do get a lot of volunteerism in Lehi City. We do have a lot of people that are willing to come on a Saturday or a weekday and beautify the area, and so we're excited. We give them an opportunity to work at different sites, do different plannings, that sort of thing. And also we encourage them to clean up their own yards, and we give them the ability. We have some free dump sites and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you just built that huge, big playground.
Oh yeah,
And park,
family park
area. That's a beautiful area of Lehi as well.
We're excited about that. That was a $17 million project.
Oh.
10 million of that was paid on cash, so that was lucky. The rest of it comes from a park tax that we passed a couple years ago. And that is an 83-acre park in totality, 20 acres of soccer fields, another 10 or so is the family park, and we're still expanding in that area.
Wow.
Yeah, well, people love the open spaces for sure.
Right.
Okay, there was a huge debate, of course, over splitting the Alpine School District. You were part of that. Is the dust settled, or
I got
what's
blamed
happening?
for a lot of that.
You did?
Yeah, we wanted to blame you for that.
Lehi was in a key position there because of our tax situation, and there were a number of cities that knew we had to split. We in the last bond election, we had realized we had a problem in our hands where we were not going to be building any new schools because areas in the older areas of the district just didn't want to contribute, right? And they didn't want to pass the bonds. The split was effective. We think it's going to benefit all the new 3 districts. Our district, we just announced a new name. It's Aspen Peaks.
Okay.
Is going to be the name of our school district. But we know it's going to benefit everybody after the dust settles a little bit. There's been a lot of people nervous about it, but we've done enough of a financial analysis. We're in a good position.
Well, the boundary lines and working
Yeah.
it out with all the school districts,
Right.
it's a tough job.
It's tough, but that's all done now.
Will this be handled without building any more schools?
We will be building new schools. There are some schools in some of the older areas of the old district that may have to close. Some of those schools will only have 20 to 24 pupils per teacher, where in the high growth areas they're looking around 35 pupils. Per
more
teacher.
on the west side a little
yeah,
bit?
so
Yeah.
that's where new schools will have to be built, and there'll have to be some other consideration in the older areas.
Well, if anybody in Lehi wants to weigh in or ask questions, can they just contact you on the website?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a very active chat line and social media, and the people who manage that for us do a very, very good job of trying to redirect those questions where they have to be sent to somebody else for the correct answer, but it's successful.
And finally, any big special event that is your favorite that you hold in Lehi every year?
Well, Round Up
Lehigh
is always
Round
a big thing. We've expanded the rodeo from 3 days to 4 days. We started that last year because it's been so popular. But it's just it's a fun time to be there.
We'll hopefully be there to cover it too. Some pretty pictures here of the Lehi Roundup. Well, Mayor Johnson, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
I appreciate
appreciate
both
that.
of you,
Nice
Mary
getting
and
to know
Ron,
you.
for having me.
Yeah,
So.
and you were on the other side of the pond riding bikes, just yesterday or the day before?
Yeah. I spent 2 weeks over in Belgium and the Netherlands, and I have always wanted to ride bikes through Europe. So I grabbed my wife, who's not a biker, and talked her into doing that. We had a great time.
Wow.
Plus, you ride bikes in Lehi, too.
Yes, she will.
Now she will.
She loves it.
Okay, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks so much. Good seeing you.